Okay, so this is the video demonstration for the hackathon conducted in VIT Chennai by Melon AI on December 14th. So our group is group 6B. Our title was Auto ICD, and we are the two group members. Now, coming on to the website. So this website is actually hosted, so you can just go to this URL, which is also included in the readme file, readme.md. The URL is listed there, so you can just go there if you don't want to install anything on your own machine, or if you don't want to run it on your own machine. You just go to that URL. So on the home page you can see ICD description and comorbidities. Now if you want any code for a disease, you can just, or if you want the disease for a code, you can just type it. For example, I'm typing cardiovascular. So this drop down menu actually returns every single disease which has this cardiovascular keyword, that word in it. So if you select anything, it will give you this disease and this code. So the same is with comorbidities. You can just type anything, let's say hypertension, so it will give you the code. You can also type the code like D1 dot something like that, okay, let's see, C3 dot no, not C32 dot, yeah, C32.9 or something like that. Now coming on to the next page. So this is a more this is an extension of this previous page. So here you can just have this ICD description. It's just a lookup. It doesn't suggest you anything, any code for a disease in a smarter way. It just does a lookup. But you don't need a lookup in many of the cases. You just you don't need a list of codes for something. When you if you type something like cardiovascular, you don't need a list of code. You just need one code which closely matches to that disease and to the patient details. So that's why we included also this patient details. Now the problem is the dataset given to us only had 100 records, and in those 100 records all the disease codes were starting with C. So it can only suggest codes which contain C. If your disease description does not include a code, any code containing C, then it just can't suggest, because there wasn't enough data. So now, so in age you can select this any age, let's say 60 to 70, and sex, let's say female, and doctor specification. So you have all of this, let's say medical oncology, and here you can type your description, let's say fever. Now if you submit, now it will return, in this case so there are two cases for the values that it in the first case is if the age and the sex and the doctor specification that you input, these three, if it has not seen this combination in the data set matching this description, then the machine learning algorithms will not work, because it just hasn't seen any data regarding that. So it's like you can't just and a good analogy would be, you can't just train a machine learning model to recognize cats and run it to recognize horses. It just doesn't work. It can only recognize cats. So like that, if the data is not, so for example, it suggested a lot of A's, but in the data set we didn't have a single A. So that's one thing. But if you are careful enough, let's say 60 to 70 female, let's say upper lobe. So now in this case, we didn't, the machine learning model didn't do anything. It wasn't enough, it wasn't able to suggest anything, any one code for the fever, for the input fever along with the patient details. So it just returned everything because well, it couldn't figure out a single code, so it just reverted back to the default behavior, which is to return a list of codes. But if sometimes this machine learning model does return you a single value. For suppose in this case, it returned a single result, single code for upper lobe for this patient details, because this is C. If you notice, this starts with C, which means it sure there is a good chance that it has seen this code somewhere in the training data, and that's why it's also able to detect it and classify it. Now if you can see, there is also this parameter called score. So if the machine learning model suggests more than one code, then it will assign a score to each of the codes. So the higher the score, the more the probability is for this code to belong to that description, which was upper lobe. So now if you remember, if you have seen earlier in the fever case, you didn't get any score. The score is blank. That's because the machine learning model did not run. Why it did not run is because it couldn't classify this specific combination which we put, which was 60 to 70 here, and female here, medical oncology here, and fever here. So it couldn't classify that specific set of inputs. If the machine learning model cannot classify that, then the default behavior will appear, which is just give everything. If the machine learning does work, if it does classify, then the machine learning model will return a set of codes, each with a score. So since the data is not adequate, the machine learning model doesn't run that frequently, because it's not very often that the parameters that you put will result in machine learning model running and actually giving predictions. So that's it. There is also so this is you can say this is like the front end meaning you manually have to sit in front of a computer and open a browser and type all of these things. Oh, wait, no internet. So you have to so this is more like a front end where you have to manually type in all the details and get the results every time you want them, so like opening the browser. But if you want to automate it, there is also an API that we provide. So this is a REST API. So the instructions are given here in the API documentation. So you can just follow this in the Python. So this demonstration is given by using Python and the requests package. So you can read through it how to use the API. So this is the whole code, just simple. So it will give you a so it's just like a REST API. It will give a dictionary with as the response, as the content of the response. So and the API endpoint is this slash ICD. Everything is given in the README file, and also it comes. There is also a license, which is I think. And uh, all the relevant information about this project is given in the README file, and the licensing information is given in the licensing file. Uh, yeah, so that's it.